and welcome to my show Zindagi Aapki Hai. All are here to get some dose of positivity, to know other people's success mantra and failure mantras as well. Because if you don't fail, you can't succeed. So we have Rannvijay here, and hi Rannvijay, I am so excited. Hi Rannvijay.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm
Good to see you.
How are you?
Very well. Hope आप और आपके family members सब they are safe and sound, and
Yes.
I'm really happy that we're getting to do this because आप काफी सारे लोगों को motivate करते हो और you know at this time positivity और अच्छी चीजें लोगों को अगर दिखाएं और inspire करें it's very good. I'm really happy that we're doing this.
I am so happy to be here with you, Rannvijay. I can't tell you because it's not about just a celebrity. It's about someone as inspirational as you. You are so welcome to my show, and I'm honored that someone like you is my first guest on this show. Welcome.
First of all, thank you so much. Such a honor. And secondly, just want to say best of luck. Really nice concept. And let's begin with a bang. You tell me, what is this all about and how have you been in the lockdown, and how did you come up with the idea of the show?
Thank you for asking this question, Rannvijay. Zindagi Aapki Hai. So, which means life is yours. But with time and situation, we tend to forget that life is ours. There is so much of, there is social media and there is WhatsApp, there's Instagram, there's so much competition outside that eventually people are forgetting कि अल्टीमेटली जिंदगी क्यों है, जिंदगी आपके जीने के लिए है, जिंदगी एक जर्नी है, एक खूबसूरत जर्नी है जहाँ फेलियर्स भी हैं, सक्सेस भी है, सब कुछ है. So this show is not just about celebrities but people like you who inspires others. They come from a humble background and then they touch so much of success. So if you can do it, everyone can do it.
Anyone can. You're right.
Yeah, anyone can. Right. Whoever works hard like you. So you are totally welcome on my show, Rannvijay. First, you tell me how you and your family have been amidst lockdown.
So around 16th of March, which is my birthday, हम लोग रोडीज की जर्नी पे थे, and we decided that there was a lockdown that was going to happen very soon. उस टाइम पे 19th को I think they were telling all the productions to shut down. हम लोग हिमाचल में नहीं थे, but we decided on the 16th of March that we'll all go home because हमारे crew में ना बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो अपने family के sole bread earners भी हैं, and they are the pillars of strength in their families, and also I just felt like everybody should be with their families अगर ये lockdown लंबा होने वाला है. So 17th of March I was with my family, and from that day onwards to just 2 days ago we were together. So lockdown has been it's been an up and down journey, but I've realized that a lot of positivity has come out in the entire world because जब ऐसा लग रहा था यार बहुत मुश्किल टाइम आने वाला है, ऐसा कभी हुआ नहीं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको आपके घर में अपने फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करने को मिल रहा है विदाउट एनी आपको छुट्टी लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, ना ही कोई ऐसा आप पे प्रेशर है कि अरे आपने टाइम ऑफ कैसे ले लिया. सो एक ठहराव आया जिंदगी में.
आपने बहुत सच बात कही रनविजय की बात. एक तो ये ब्लेसिंग है कि हमें इतना टाइम मिल चुका है अपनी फैमिलीज के साथ स्पेंड करने के लिए, व्हिच इज लाइक गॉड गिफ्ट. हम सब हमेशा सोचते हैं कि कुछ ऐसा हो जाए कि दुनिया 24 घंटे के लिए बंद हो जाए and you get that extra 24 hours. God has given us such a long time. पर आपने बहुत सच कहा कि जो लोग लाइटमैन से लेकर अपर लेवल तक हैं, काम, पैसा अर्न करना, काम करना, earning living is also very important. So getting back to the normal with all the precautions obviously is also important. It's not just about us, it's about everybody. Everybody has to survive this phase and then emerge as a winner.
I talked to my parents and I talked to my in-laws and everybody, and they were like, why you don't need to work and all that. I'm like, that is okay, but if I go to work, there'll be at least 100 200 families that will so it's very important for all of us to do that for each other because they've supported us. हम लोग 15 16 17 साल से काम कर रहे हैं एक साथ. तो that's one. Secondly, I think people have learned how to be more grateful. क्योंकि जो लोग you take a lot of things for granted. नैना घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वाईफाई, खाना पीना, आपको किसी भी टाइम पर आपको कोई भी फिल्म देखनी हो, कोई भी आपको सीरीज देखनी हो, वो मौका होना, ये चीजें सब ये लोगों को लगता था कि ये तो होती हैं लाइफ में. नहीं, you gotta get up in the morning and be grateful for the things that you have. you know.
Right.
And हम लोग तो फिर भी ये बातें कर रहे हैं कि यार मैंने नई कुकिंग सीखी, मैंने नया सीखा. Just imagine those people जो जिनके पास ये नहीं है, right? So then you
उनकी
feel wow.
survival.
तो इसीलिए मेरे को काफी सारे लोगों से ये प्रॉब्लम थी कि वो जो बोल रहे थे अरे हम घर में हैं, घर में क्या करें, अभी मेरे को बाहर जाने का मन कर रहा है. मैं कह रहा हूं तुम्हारे पास घर है. Look at the glass. I look at the glass as half full. You also always look at the positive part of the situation, not just the
Right.
negatives.
Right. And
Right?
there
So,
are many people who are dependent on so many people. So आप जब कमाते हैं तो आपके काम से सिर्फ आपका घर नहीं चलता, बहुतों का घर
बहुत
चलता है. बहुत
Yes.
लोगों का. Rannvijay, I wanted to ask you, as your fans, all the fans already know that you come from a honored army background, and you were just about to join Indian Army. So going to roadies and becoming such a big celebrity, nothing was ever planned. You did not plan all this. I did all the digging and research on you. You did not plan all this. So how
No.
has the journey been?
The journey has been good, and I think the answer lies in your question itself, because मुझे आर्मी में जाना था because I saw the life there. I was exposed to the beauty of the army life, which was I mean, you serve the nation. There's a lot of respect. I'd be the 6th generation of my family to do so. I wanted to ride bikes. I wanted to travel. I wanted to do all the obstacle courses and the sports and all the good things that come with the army life. And I saw that for the first time when I went for roadies, only to win a bike. I told my dad that मैं roadies पे जाता हूँ, कोई शो है, नया शो, इस पे अगर आप जीत जाओ तो आपको बाइक मिलेगी. अगर मैंने बाइक जीत ली तो पास आउट एकेडमी से पास आउट होते हो एज एन ऑफिसर, तो फिर बाइक पे पैसे खर्चने की जरूरत नहीं है. He said, "Great, I go enjoy." It was like, "जा सिमरन जी ले अपनी जिंदगी."
Rannvijay, what you've just said, that you want to be better every day, let me tell you what we want out of you. We want you, we want to see you forever. Like, we want to see you till end of our lives doing this, becoming an inspiration. We don't want you to stop. So now that you are married and a father of a beautiful baby girl, tell me, in fact, tell all of us, what do you think is the little tip of having a happy married life? Reveal the secret, please.
It's a lot of work. You cannot take anything for granted, and I have to say that if you want a happy married life, you have to give without a question. You gotta. I think marriages give you a lot of security. वो उसका प्लस पॉइंट है कि आपको इतनी सिक्योरिटी मिल रही है, आप शादीशुदा हैं, आपकी बीवी है, ये तो मेरी है ना, ये बीवी मेरी है, ये फैमिली मेरी है. लेकिन आपको, if you don't take it for granted, again, you say, dude, you're responsible for that person's time, that person's emotion, that person's well-being, that person's interests and everything. So you got to invest your time, your emotions in a marriage, and I can't take my wife for granted, and she can't do the same with me.
Maybe. And one thing, this question comes from a lot of us, that in roadies audition, in Splitsville audition, a lot of live shows that you audition for, you meet so many youngsters, youth of the country. You have to really be so informed and updated. How are you always so informed and updated? Yeah, whoever says whatever, you have an immediate answer. So how are you so informed and updated?
So there's a big effort in this, and again, I go back to my dad. My dad would every week ask. It's called GK questions. Just ask current affairs. Have you read current affairs? He would just keep saying that. Have you read current affairs? Have you read the newspaper? It was a thing that I really kind of put laborers, like, how do I say? I'd labored through reading for general knowledge and current affairs, so much so that it became a part of my life. I wasn't enjoying it when I was young, but उसके बाद जब मेरी बातें लोग सुनना शुरू किए ना, जब मैं 20 साल की उम्र में, लोग मेरे को सुनने के लिए रेडी थे, because they're like, हाँ क्या बोलना है आपको, and then I had something to say about, अच्छा ये जो है ना, ये इसलिए होता है क्योंकि ये होता है. फिर I was like, वाह यार, मेरे डैड ने जो मुझे मतलब धक्के से जो स्कूल कॉलेज में जो चीजें, जो डिबेट्स वगैरह की थी, जो गलती से हो गई थी, वो उसका फायदा हो रहा है लाइफ में. वो अब मैं जब पिक्चर शूट करने गया था लंदन ड्रीम्स, तो मैं ट्रफालगर स्क्वायर गया, तो वहां पे विपुल सर थे, डायरेक्टर और प्रोड्यूसर. मैंने, सर आपको बताइए कौन है? He looked at me like, नहीं रणविजय कौन है? मैंने, ये सर चार्ल्स नेपियर हैं. So Charles Napier, इंडिया में जो 5 राजपूताना राइफल्स थी, he raised that regiment. He's like, what? How do you know this? I was like, yeah, because when I was here, I asked my dad and he told me this. So that kind of brought me to a place where मेरे जो दोस्त थे ना सब मुझसे बड़े होने लग पड़े, मुझसे काफी उम्र में बड़े थे. रघु राजी मुझसे 8-10 साल बड़े. वो बहुत नॉलेजेबल थे, तो मैं उनकी बातें सुनता रहता हूँ. निखिल चिनप्पा, वो उनको उनकी नॉलेज कई चीजों में बहुत ज्यादा है, तो मैं उनकी बातें सुनता रहता हूँ ऐसे. तो मैं लोगों की बातें सुनता हूँ और मेरा लाइफ में ये कि मेरे को बस इन्फॉर्मेशन बटोरना है. तो फिर मैं अपने से बहुत बड़े और अपने से छोटे, जैसे वरुण सूद वगैरह है, मुझसे छोटे हैं काफी, वो मुझे नहीं, अभी पबजी चल रहा है, अभी ना ये चल रहा है, ये वाला ऐप आ गया है. तो मैं अपडेटेड रहने के लिए अपनी कंपनी काफी तरीके से चूज करता हूँ.
So there is no Rannvijay app which we can get and follow to be updated and be a patient listener like Rannvijay. बहुत ध्यान से दूसरों की बात सुने और सिर्फ सुनने के लिए ना सुने, उसे समझने के लिए भी सुने, which is very important. You know, lot of Rannvijay, this question is very personal because when I see you on shows, I am a motivational speaker. So a lot of people discuss their personal problems and personal experiences with you, which must be very overwhelming. बहुत emotional जाती होगी, बहुत toiling होता होगा, वो बातें दिमाग से भी नहीं जाती होगी. हम ऐसा कुछ सुन लेते हैं कि किसी के साथ कुछ बुरा हुआ, तो हम घंटों के बारे में सोचते हैं. आपके साथ तो ये रोज आपके साथ लोग पर्सनल स्टोरीज शेयर करते हैं ऑडिशंस पे, पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम्स शेयर करते हैं ऑडिशन पे. How do you deal with it? How do you bounce back to, you know, smiling back again?
To be honest, they're very heavy days of work, emotionally. Sometimes I come back home and my wife also says, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'm just like, I can't believe that some people go through these things regularly." And you know, when you look at your life, sometimes you realize that yes, if I had gone to talk to somebody about that incident that happened in my life, they would also feel like, "Oh shit, man, this happened to him or her." So I realized that if this person's encouraged at this moment, because I've had some, you know, everybody's got things that have happened to them. But if you encourage the person, if they get the right support from their friends and family, and if you tell them that it'll be okay, you know, it'll be okay if you want it to be okay, if you work towards it, because time, according to me, heals everything. Time heals everything.
Time heals everything.
So at that moment, initially, I used to get really, really perturbed because I was 20 when roadie started, when I was a roadie. At 21, I was hosting the show, and I had to do all the tasks myself to give myself that kind of command that when I tell somebody that you'll be on fire and you'll be jumping off the building, that person can't question me because he'll be like, "Dude, this is Rannvijay. Are tu sare task karke aaya hai isko to." So you know that how I would go do a task, ace it, and 4-5 years later, people knew that this guy was. But I had to do it because I was only 20, 21. And about 25, 26, when I started being one of the guys who would listen to these stories and was part of the choosing process, by that time I had matured, because earlier things would affect me. When a person would say something, I'd be like, "Agar ye banda mujhe mil jaye, to main isko peel दूं, मैं इसको पीट दूं." But by 25, 26, I became this person who said, "No, I don't want to call out the problem again. I want to be part of the solution." What is the solution? The solution is not to beat somebody up. The solution is not to put somebody in jail. The solution is to make this person realize that life will be better if you work towards it.
A lot of people know your success stories, but you know, have you ever faced any rejection? I doubt you have, but have you ever faced any rejection or failure? Do you have some story to share?
There are many rejections and failures that one has in their life, from school to college to different things. So I used to be a sportsman. I still think that I'm a sportsman. But there were times when you go for trials for nationals and you don't get selected, and then but sports teaches you how to take failures really well. And I recommend that to all parents, that you know, when you're just into academics, and I've seen this, कि बच्चे वो फर्स्ट आते हैं, जो अगर 10th में सेकंड भी आ गए तो अफसोस होता है उनको, थोड़ा डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं, या you know, whereas a sportsman, वो आज हारता है, कल मैच जीत जाता है. You know, you understand what were your shortcomings, you practice harder, you exercise more, you eat better, you get better, and suddenly you realize that, hey man, losing is a part of life, but if you actually work hard, you'll win. आज हार गए सेम बंदे से, 11th क्लास 10th क्लास से आती रहती थी, बट फिर एक दिन हमने 10th क्लास ने 11th क्लास को हरा दिया क्योंकि हम अच्छा खेले उस दिन. तो उसमें you realize that failures and rejections are just a part of life, man. So there are times when you go for you meet somebody for a project in your career and it doesn't happen, and you're like, man, and then you see the movie becomes a 100 crore film and you're like, shit, man, I wish I. But if wishes were horses, then you'd be riding a horse right now, right?
But Rannvijay, you are so accomplished and you have reached where very few people reach. You are yet to, okay, we are waiting for it and we are all ready for it. But then, Rannvijay, tell me one thing. Is there any success mantra? I don't know if the word mantra should be fit. Is there any philosophy of life or quote you live by, which has been your constant? Ki, you know, this is my success mantra. I have been like this. That is why I have reached here.
So I think I think the reason I'm here wherever I am is because of my upbringing, the nature that I have. I mean, even if my talent is not as good as another person, but the experience that you have of working with me will be nice. You'll always have fun around me. Things around me are also always. I'm always pumped to do things. I make people play frisbee. I make people do crazy things. So I'm fun to hang around with. I think that gives people an added bonus point कि यार रणवीर साथ दोबारा काम करते हैं. You know, I think it's that.
तो आपको जिसमें भी रुचि थी आपने उन चीजों को पीछे नहीं छोड़ा कि अब मैं सेलिब्रिटी बन गया हूँ या मैं I'm hosting, I'm an actor. So why should I invest my time on my bike riding or my adventure sport? I should go to acting school. I should take a acting training. I should sharpen that. I should sharpen this. You continue to, follow what your heart always wanted to. You did not leave it, and that is why down the line you see the benefits of it.
Naina, I think whenever you talk to people, you'll realize that the people who are happy are the ones who live life, right? So I continue to live. There were many times when I got opportunities to do some fictional series and stuff like that on where I could have worked for 4 to 5 years every day of my life and earned crazy money. But I was like, dude, मैं अभी 25 साल का हूँ, 25 से 30 के बीच में मैं हर रोज काम करूँ या मैं ऐसी चीजें करूँ जहाँ पर मुझे इटली में बाइक चलाने का मौका मिल रहा है या ऐसी चीजें करूँ जहाँ पर मैं ब्राजील में हूँ ये कर रहा हूँ. So I value experiences in living life more than earning certain amount of money.
So Rannvijay, tell me one thing. Kainat is very near and dear to you, so you must be wanting Kainat to be, something like this, like someone like you. So what one trait is there in you which you want Kainat to have? And we also want to know what is that one trait in you which you do not want Kainat to have. So
I don't want her to be a pushover.
Okay.
I want her to have a spine and I want her to stand for whatever she believes in. And I want her to be, the quality that I want her to have is adaptability. She should adapt to any situation.
Oh, so that comes from you, totally from you.
Both should come from me.
Both should come from you. Oh, okay.
Actually, Priyanka, my wife, doesn't take shit from anyone, and I think she'll get that from her naturally. And being adaptable, I hope to inculcate that quality in her. I'll work towards it.
So she is, blessed enough to have the best of both the worlds, being able to have your own spine and fight for things you do not want, you do not like, and also sometimes let ignore and be adaptable and let things
be adaptable to situations.
So now, everyone, just be alert. We are going to play Speedometer with Rannvijay, and let's see if he gets the hamper. Okay, so favorite pick, Rannvijay as an actor, Rannvijay as a host.
Rannvijay as a person. Rannvijay as a person.
Okay, so next one. Books, web series.
Web series.
Okay. Tough, emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional. Nobody must be believing this emotional. I mean, how could you manage so many people with such emotional nature? So next one. Favorite holiday destination. You travel so much.
Leh.
Leh. India. See, people, there are people who have traveled world and then, they still appreciate India. That's for that. So the next one, foodie, health freak.
Foodie.
Foodie. Fitness secret.
Sports.
Sports. Okay. So you go running, you do cycling, and there's so much of adventure sports.
No, I just play many sports and it keeps me fit.
Okay. Okay. So next one, 3 people you can't do without. I know it's difficult. 3 people you can't do without.
Kainat, Priyanka. Okay. If I say mom or dad, then one or the other will get upset. Harman, many other. Bimal.
Okay, so
Priyanka, Bimal.
Huh? Are you listening, guys?
So Kai and Priyanka are my wife and daughter, and Bimal is the
I
guy
know.
who's been with me for 19 years.
Three things you can't do without.
Three things, material things.
Yeah, material things you can't do without.
Material things. Cell phone.
Okay.
Can't do without it anymore because it does so many things for us. From
Okay.
work to watching things to taking pictures of Kai to making videos. Sneakers. 'Cause I gotta play sports, jump around, do things. And the third thing would be, I mean, I'd like a battery pack because I don't want my phone to get spoiled. But uh, it could be um, water, bottle of water, because everything I want to do is if I'm wearing a sneaker and Kai and Priyanka around, we'll be running around, and yeah, I think it'll be that.
Is that only? So, what is the first thing that you check on your phone? WhatsApp, Twitter, YouTube, Tinder, Instagram. What is the first thing that you check on your phone?
When I get up in the morning, the first thing is WhatsApp because we have family chats, work calls, messages, all of that. WhatsApp is the first thing that you check, that I check. Once WhatsApp is done, you answer, you figure out meetings, this and that. The next thing would be Instagram.
So, the next favorite question of mine is, since this show is Zindagi Aapki Hai, yani life is yours, and you know how much unconventional you are, do not be shy of yourself and live it fully. You tell me, how can you express in words that you have proved कि जिंदगी आपकी है? आप कैसे मेरी जिंदगी आपकी है को एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो अपने मामले में?
I think this is a great time for people to understand that all the friends and all the things that they thought, मुझे ये लेना है, मुझे ये करना है, मुझे गाड़ी लेनी है, मुझे बंगला लेना है, मुझे अपने friends को दिखाना है, मुझे ये जूते चाहिए, all the material things, all the so-called groups, the friend groups that they had and all of that, अभी दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो चुका होगा. समझ गए होंगे कि उनकी जिंदगी में क्या important है, क्या नहीं है. उनको समझ आ गया होगा कि उनको जिंदगी में क्या चाहिए. They want fitness, were they working on it? They needed music. Did they improve their skill? So they've understood कि यार ये जिंदगी मेरी है. And even when I don't have anybody, because especially in this situation, these are things that I wanted to do. These are things that I loved. And I think after this, the peer pressure of being at a certain place at a certain time, वो club है, वहाँ दिखना है, या ये कपड़े हैं, इसमें होना चाहिए, हमारी सोसाइटी में ये नाम होना चाहिए. I think वो सब चीजें पीछे हो जानी चाहिए. अभी you can focus on what you and your family, what gave you happiness when there was nobody around. You should focus on which are the friends that you connected to during the lockdown, and it'll teach you what your life is. जिंदगी आपकी है और आपको समझ आ जाएगा आपकी क्या चाहिए आपको जिंदगी से. So I guess you should be involved in things that you love and connect to those kind of people who appreciate you for that.
राइट ट्रूली सेड कि जिंदगी आपकी है, ये अभी समझ में आ जाएगा, क्योंकि ये मैटर नहीं करता कि बाहर क्या चल रहा है, मैटर ये करता है कि अंदर क्या चल रहा है, आपके अंदर, आपके आसपास क्या चल रहा है. अल्टीमेटली जब आप अपने घरों में लॉकडाउन थे तो जो मैटर करता था वो थी आपकी फैमिली, आपके क्लोज फ्रेंड्स, राइट? So how nicely you have described जिंदगी आपकी है. So Rannvijay, you have won our speedometer. We don't have any hamper to give you right now because it's so much. You get a lots and lots of love for all of us.
Actually, Naina, आपने बहुत सारे सवाल कर लिए, but मुझे भी मतलब I also interact with a lot of people. I have a couple of questions. One, जिंदगी आपकी है. How did you come up with this name of the show? And what is the real? I mean, now I've done the first episode, so I understand. But what is the real motive of doing the show?
So, Rannvijay, I realized with time कि life में social pressure बहुत है, बहुत ज़्यादा. There's a lot of societal pressure. I have a little baby, so I see a kind of world. Thank you. I want to see a kind of world where I don't have to raise my child according to people's expectation.
Yeah.
मैं चाहती हूँ कि आने वाली जनरेशन ये जाने कि लाइफ उनको भगवान ने दी है, उनके पेरेंट्स के थ्रू दी है, तो ये लाइफ कितनी मूल्यवान है. how precious this life is. I want them to know कि जिंदगी उनकी है, लाइफ उनकी है. You don't have to live by the norms of the society. You don't have to live by how others want you to live. I want the youth to know कि आप दूसरों को देखकर सोशल मीडिया पे, व्हाट्सएप पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे इंटिमिडेटेड मत फील करें कि आप किसी से कम हैं. डोंट लेट इट टेक द बर्डन ऑफ इनएडिक्वेसी इन यू. आप ये मत फील करें. आपकी सोच ना I just want ki it should come on a TV like a news, and it should come across so many people. You know, आपके जो thoughts है, they are so pure, they are so motivating. To get positive in life, one just needs to give you a call. Give me your phone number. I'm telling you, one just needs to give you a call. That's it.
You're so sweet. I just want to say best of luck to you, Naina, and thanks for taking this initiative. You are a motivational speaker, so I'd like to encourage people to talk to you, to listen to you, and to take the positives that they can from everything and from you. And best of luck, and hope to see you one day. Tab tak, stay safe, stay at home, and I'm going to keep seeing the other episodes of your new series.
Thank you so much, Rannvijay. It's an honor to have you here. And, I hope, we both keep making a little difference in other people's life, the way you are making differences and the way I will be able to make a difference.
You already are. Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Lots of love to you, baby.
Thank you.